Hello everybody, my name's Lynn and I'm going to take you a very quick center and balance class. We're going to get a lot of stretches in, stretch out your legs, your arms, your entire body, and a little bit of balance work today. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to have you start on some breathing just to warm up your entire body. So you're going to place your hands on your ribs. With each inhale, I want your ribs to expand out and to the sides, and with each exhale, everything in your belly contracts. Ready? Let's do it. With this next breath, deep inhale. Stomach expands, everything expands out to the side. And then you exhale. All that air is released from inside your belly. Let's do that again. Deep inhale. Everything expands all the way out wide. Feel those ribs really lengthen out to those sides. And exhale. Everything comes in. One more time, deep inhale. Belly is full of air, and exhale. Everything comes out. Awesome job. Let's get started with a quick stretch. We're going to get started with a quick spine stretch and spine twist, some of my favorites. So your legs are going to be out wide, your feet flexed. And from here, your arms come up overhead, palms facing forward, and you're just going to round out your spine, reach for those toes, and feel that nice stretch in those hamstrings. Your nose comes to your knees, you're looking straight down in front of you. Those fingers are reaching for your toes, your back is nice and round. And you're just going to hold here and just breathe for a couple seconds, really feeling that nice stretch in those hamstrings, those legs, your body, your spine is really reaching outwards. You're feeling that stretch throughout the entire body. Slowly come back. Stack your spine up to a nice neutral spine. And let's do that again. Reach up overhead. Inhale, exhale. Reach forward to those toes. Nice spine stretch. Nose comes to knees. Nice stretch in that back. Those arms are rounding out overhead of you. And those legs, of course. 2 more breaths here. Nice and slow. All right. From here, come back up to that nice neutral spine. Your arms are going to come out wide, palms facing forward, spine twist. Your feet, have them about hip distance apart, so about a foot in between those feet. Rotate to the left. From here, take that right hand, reach for that left foot. That back arm stretches out behind you, pinky facing towards the ceiling. And just feel that nice stretch on those sides. Arms reaching, reaching, reaching forward. Arms reaching, reaching, reaching back. Nice stretch in that spine with that slight twist and those legs. All right, come back up to center. Arms out wide. Again, rotate to the right side this time. Your left arm goes and reaches for that right foot. That right arm comes back, pinky towards the ceiling, and you stretch and hold. Nice little spine twist here. Similar movement to what we were doing before, except you're adding a twist to it. All right, back to center, arms out wide. Let's do it one more time on each side. Rotate to the left. Right arm reaches for that left foot. Left arm reaches back, and you hold. Breathing, feeling that nice deep stretch throughout your entire body. And let's come back up to center. And then repeat one last time on the other side. Rotate, reach forward. Feel that nice stretch on that side. Good. All right. Let's get your legs and your back warmed up a little bit. So from here, if you're going to lay down, we're going to move straight into some nice, slow bridges. So your arms are down directly on the mat, palms facing down, feet hip distance apart. On your next inhale, you're going to bring those hips up towards the ceiling. At the top, you squeeze those glutes, squeeze those hamstrings, and then slowly lower your back onto the mat. We're going to work into articulated bridges. So you're peeling your back off the mat each and every time, and then slowly lowering that mat back onto the mat, upper, middle, lower back. Hits one bone at a time. Let's keep doing this. Nice and slow, gentle flow today. Maybe you did a harder warm-up or workout earlier this week or earlier today. This is a nice way to really stretch out those muscles, wind them down, and help prevent injury. Keep going at your own pace, lifting up ever so slowly, really squeezing all the way at the top, and then lowering your back down one vertebrae at a time. And let's do that again. One last time. Reach those hips all the way at the top. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze those hamstrings. You should feel it. Give me tiny pulses, just up and up. Just an inch up each time you reach. Really squeeze those glutes each and every time you pulse those hips up and down and up and down. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower everything back down. Nice job. Since we're here, let's just stretch out our legs a little more. I'd like you to take your right ankle and cross it across your left knee. Your legs are going to come up to a figure 4 stretch. Hands reach between those legs. I'd like you to pull that left knee towards your chest. Pull, pull, pull. Feel a nice stretch in those glutes. And just hold here for a minute and breathe. Good. And on this next breath, let's switch sides. That left ankle is going to come across that right knee. Your arms reach in between those legs, and you pull that knee into your chest. You really feel that nice, deep stretch in those legs. Good. Hold here for a couple more seconds. From here, take your left leg down straight on the floor. Nice and elongated out. Make sure you have enough room. Your left leg comes straight up into the sky. You're going to reach behind that thigh or behind that calf and pull that leg towards you, towards your chest. Feel a nice stretch in those hamstrings. With those feetsies, you can rotate those ankles one direction. Rotate them the other direction. Really work those legs and those ankles at the same time. Good. And with this same leg, I'd like you to take it out wide, out to the left. You can hold it with your hand. Really keep your back and your shoulder glued on the mat, your glutes glued on the mat. Just take that leg out wide. Feel that nice stretch on the side. Breathe. Awesome. Bring that left leg back up to 90. Bend that knee into your chest. Grab that knee and hold it. Flex your foot while you're here. Nice little additional stretch here while we're laying down. And from here, I'd like you to extend that leg out and take that right leg up towards the sky. We're going to repeat the same thing on this side. You're going to take that left leg down on the ground, right leg towards the sky. With that ankle, rotate your foot in one direction while pulling that leg closer and closer to your chest. If you'd like the option, you can lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Bring yourself into a ball if you'd like. If not, you can keep relaxing that head on the ground. And then I'd like you to rotate that ankle in the other direction. Feel that mobility in that ankle. Awesome. From here, take that right leg, grab that calf, and reach that right leg to the right side as long as you can go before hitting a piece of furniture like me. Just feel a nice stretch in those hips. Again, your shoulders, your back, your glutes on your left side are glued to the mat. You're not letting them lift in this stretch. And on this next breath, take that right leg back up to 90, bend that knee, drive that knee into your chest and just hold it here for a couple more seconds. Awesome job. All right, extend both legs out long. Arms come out overhead. I'd like you to reach those arms up overhead. Really feel a nice stretch in that upper body. And then at the same time with those legs, point those toes. Feel a nice stretch in that lower body at the same time. Full body stretch. You are lengthening your arms out long, and you are lengthening your legs out long in front of you. Breathe. Nice. Let's add a little bit of balance work. Got a nice lot of stretching here. So I'd like you to stand on up. We're just going to do some unilateral balance work on each side, and then we'll get back to some of those nice stretches. All right, so from here, your left foot is going to be planted on the mat the entire time. And from here, your arms come up overhead, palms facing each other, right leg comes up and down. That's it, just up and down. Up, you're getting used to just balancing on one side, standing on one leg. We're gonna push this just a little more. So just keep going up and down, and up and down. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With this next one, I'd like you to bring that leg out behind you. Single leg balance, and then back up. Good. Just like that. Nice balance work here. You are still supported with that left leg. If at any point in time you need to take that right foot and plant it on the ground to restabilize, that's totally fine. If you feel yourself wobbling a little bit, need to rebalance yourself, that's totally fine. But try to challenge yourself. Really stabilize in that left leg and bring that right leg back and forth. Arms stretched over in front of you each and every time. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Plant that right foot on the ground. Shake your feet out for a second. Let's repeat that on the other side. Arms come overhead, palms facing each other. You take that left leg this time, bring it up and down, and up and down. Get used to balancing on that right leg. Woo! You might feel a little shakier on one side versus the other. I certainly feel less stable on this side, probably because I've been working out. But when you find that balance, keep on going. Leg comes up and down, and up and down. Good. All right, let's add to it. This time, you drive that knee up towards your chest, and then you lean forward, leg elongates behind you. Keep that balance. Do it again. You're straight up, leg comes out behind you. You are stabilizing with that right leg. That left leg is the one moving back and forth each and every time. You might feel a little wobbly at times. That's okay. Just keep on working. And again, if you need to take the option to bring your foot down onto the mat between each movement, that's okay. You can do that too. Just working on your balance, your stabilizers, and of course, your core. Each and every time you do this movement. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Face me. Bring that right leg up behind you. A nice quad stretch. I'll turn this way to show you. I'm just grabbing for that foot. Nice stretch in that quad in front of me. Breathe. Try to find that balance. We're still working the balance. With the opposite hand that's not holding your foot, you can bring it up towards the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch. and then switch to the other side. Place that foot down, grab the other foot, drive it, your foot towards your booty, and then opposite hand comes up towards the ceiling, and you feel a nice stretch here. Intentionally breathing with each balance movement. All right, let's do some mermaid. Just feel some nice stretches in those sides. So I'm going to sit in what I call a Z-sit. What it really is both of your legs are forming 90-degree angles. You're gonna have your right leg in front of you first. Your shin is facing forward, and then your back leg is just right in back of you like this. If this is not a comfortable position for you, just sit nice and cross-legged, that's totally fine. What you're gonna do is with that hand, place it on your back knee, and then take that other hand and reach up all the way overhead, up and over. You'll feel a nice stretch in those sides with this movement. Oftentimes we don't intentionally move laterally like this, so this is just a nice additional stretch for you here. And then you're going to feel a nice counter stretch. Arm comes down to the mat, other hand comes out and over. Feel a nice stretch in those opposite sides. All right, let's do that again on the other side. Hand comes down on that knee. You stretch up and over. Nice stretch laterally in those sides. And again, let's counter stretch that. On the opposite side, and then we'll switch our legs. Good. All right. When you're ready, opposite leg shin comes forward, other leg comes behind you if you were in that Z-sit with me. If not, just stay as you are. We're just going to continue stretching in those nice mermaid stretches. Again, you are reaching up and over laterally each time. Really elongating that spine on the sides. We're not only elongating the front and the back sides while doing Pilates, we're elongating our sides as well. And then a nice counter stretch, hands comes down to the mat, and you reach up and over the other way. Good. Let's reach up one last time. Hand comes to that back knee, other arm comes up and over. Really reach, 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 reach. And now let's counter stretch. Hand comes down to the mat, other arm reaches up and over. Nice little movement right here. And breathe. All right, from here, I'd like you to flip down onto your stomachs. If that is available to you, we're just gonna do a few back extensions here. Your feet are out wide, legs are nice and stretched long, still engaged. Squeeze those glutes ever so slightly. Those hands come to your shoulders. From here, I'd like you to just press up. Your arms straighten out in front of you. Your back has a slight arch, a nice little back extension here. You look straight in front of you. Really feeling that nice stretch in those abs, in that core, in that back. From here, let's release. Bend those elbows, come down to the ground again. Your chin hits the mat, and we'll do that again. Extend those arms to straight. Nice back extension here, or the swan, as we like to call it. And then lower yourself down. One last time, one more back extension, chin hits the mat. Now you straighten those arms out. Really feel a nice extension in that back, a nice stretch. And then from here, I'd like you to move directly into our next movement. Your toes are gonna tuck under. You're gonna bring those booties to the sky, nice straight arms and legs into a nice downward dog stretch. A nice stretch to those calves. With those heels behind you, try to drive them close to the mat. If that is not available to you, pedal out those feet ever so slowly, so slightly. You'll feel a nice stretch in your calves. Good.
We'll hold here for a few seconds. Awesome. From here, I'd like you to straighten out that booty. Find yourself in a nice plank position, nice, flat, neutral back. We won't be holding this plank too long. Hold and breathe. And from here, I'd like you to take your left foot, place it on the outside of that left hand. With that left hand, you're going to reach up to the sky. Nice hip opener here. Reach, 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 reach. Breathe. Place that left hand back on the mat. Left foot comes back to that plank position. Right foot this time comes to the outside of that right hand. You take that right hand, bring it up to the sky. Feel a nice stretch, a nice hip opener, chest opener, all openers. And breathe and hold here for a few seconds. Nice. All right, bring that right hand back down to the mat. From here, place your right foot back into that plank position. Your knees drop to the mat, feet together, knees wide. Sink your booty back to your heels. Nice child's pose stretch here. We're just going to hold here for a few more seconds. With those hands, really reach out long in front of you. Breathing each time. Feel that nice stretch in that back, those legs, those arms as you reach out in front of you. And what I'd like you to do is take those hands, stay in this position, but bring them to the left side of your body and sink back into those heels. So your body is kind of in like a pseudo C-curve shape. You're just feeling a nice stretch to one side. And on this next breath, I'd like you to bring those hands to the right side of the mat. And again, sink back into those heels. Your body forms a slight C-curve. Nice stretch here. Last bit of movement here. Your hands are going to come onto the mat. You're going to be in a quadruped position. Knees flat on the floor, feet separate hip distance apart. Give me some quick cat-cows. Cow, your belly swoops low, your back arches, you look forward. Cat, you round that belly, head drops in between those elbows. You're looking straight between those thighs. Really feel that nice arch, rounded back here. Let's do that a couple more times. Cat-cows at your own pace. You scoop that belly low. And then you round that spine up into the sky. One last time. Nice. From here, flip on over. Bring your feet out in front of you. You are seated again. I'd like you to reach up overhead with those arms, interlace those fingers together and press those palms up to the ceiling. You are reaching, feeling a nice stretch in those back and those arms. And then move those arms laterally from side to side. So arms come over to your left as you reach up, back to center. And then they reach over to the right. Move at your own pace. You're just forming a rainbow with those fingers as they reach up laterally from side to side. When you reach back to center, you're going to give me one last spine stretch, those arms and palms facing forward. You're reaching for those toes, nose to knees, nice rounded back. Nice little bit of stretching here, full body. Bring yourself back to neutral. You can cross your legs. Face me. Let's do a couple head rolls and then we'll be finished. So with that neck, I just feel like you to slowly roll that neck in one direction, all the way around. Just a couple times. Felt a few cracks right there. When you roll it around 2 times, roll around 2 more times the opposite way. All the way around. When you're done 2 head rolls, meet me back at the center. 2 shoulder rolls to the back. 2 shoulder rolls forward. 1 more inhale, arms come overhead, inhale. Exhale everything out, all those worries and stresses. And you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you guys have a nice day.